15. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
56. So don't say nothing. 56.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Penny. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
I smell fear in that offense. Hey, alert three. Shift. Watch the slide.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Hey, we got to get alert. To the ball. Let's keep moving. Go. Slam.
36 power.
They'll run this with Homer. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Let's get it. Check.
I'll go special. Good guys, 4 down.
He's mine.
Zebra. Good touch.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line.
Hey, watch the slack.
Front left. Right.
They get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Mike, 55.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down now. It's Henry, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Mariota, and it's complete. Hooper, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Go.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. This is Homer. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
One left. Hey.
55, Mike 55.
Check.
Hey, let's get that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Hey, here we go. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55.
Here's Wilson to throw on 3rd down. He's got Lockett. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
12.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Now he'll escape to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
is able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, team. Here I come. One.
Mariota. This one caught by Davis.
Mariota's pass complete to Corey Davis. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
I hope you got your one. Mike 56. Mike 56.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Mariota. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Mariota now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
56. 56. Right there. 56.
Mariota again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jadeveon Clowney, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Mike 56.
1st down, Mariota. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jadeveon Clowney, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give it to him up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
14, body.
Switch.
Check. Rotate.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf.
Wilson's pass complete to DK Metcalf. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Hey, alert!
Let's get some penetration. Slam.
Good guys, 4 down.
Mike 55.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Hey, alert!
Echo! 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Now Wilson on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the... And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Gary Jennings, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers, no matter what is it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
4 down. Gun.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Play action. It's Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Penny, a 1st down carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
One flip.
Here's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to look deep from... And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check, 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 check.
Here's Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
From the gun, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right there, 54 Mike. Right here.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And this one's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's checking. Crash. Motion. Box trap. Mike 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. It's caught by Davis. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Here we go. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Got a man. It's Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that will pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
First down, Tennessee.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Santos with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. Flushed out right. Now, this is taken in. It's complete. 33 yards that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Wilson on target there to Moore, and he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This is Jennings. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw again is Wilson. It's caught by Jennings. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wilson wants to throw it. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Go 14. Stand right there. 54 Mike. 3 buzz. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 50.
Front it.
Again, Wilson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And it's 3rd down.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Seahawks, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.